Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DPC SA Division 2 Summer Tour with myself, Epidamnos. Now, we don't like to mess around. We're coming straight into the draft, and we'll see what they have for us right now.
Are you live yet?
I am live. I'm live right now. It's coming on.
Okay. Microphone and stuff is muted, right? Did you get everything sorted, or do you still need help?
No, I'm in it right now. I'm actually streaming right now.
Radiant team.
Yeah. Where's? Don't you have a co-caster?
No.
Yeah, he's missing. He's missing.
Oh, bro.
There you go.
One sec. I'll sort. Yeah, that's good.
I am streaming literally right. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Coming into it now. And what have they picked themselves up here? So we've got ourselves Marcy and Snapfire on Coritiba Esports. Now Marcy being one of these very, very annoying heroes as position 4 or 5. You know, just has the rebound and the suplex. That's what I like to call it. How you throw back a hero. It's very annoying to play against. How you can actually provide 45% movement speed to any ally if they're getting initiated on and just run out. But on the side of Gorilla's Pride, they're picking themselves some heroes which are, you know, OG heroes right here. Well, not the actual team, like, you know, your normal heroes, your go-tos. There's Treant Protector here, and of course you've got yourself the Death Prophet as well. And that's just the bands coming out, and then we'll get into the third picks. Got ourselves Timbersaw ban. Yeah, definitely don't want to be playing that when you're playing yourself as Treant Protector.
Radiant team ban.
And what's that ban come out now?
Dire
It's
team
Doom.
ban.
Further bans coming through. Puck is going to be on the ban there. And the final ban to come out. So yeah, as speaking about, yeah, Marcy's pretty nasty hero to play against, as we said, as per during the early stage. Can actually screw up many heroes' abilities. For example, I remember playing, like, for example, Razor. Of course, with your static link, you want to be having that attached to someone, and then all of a sudden, when you get disposed or thrown back, or an ally get thrown back, then it completely breaks. So she's very good at disrupting fights, and she's very good with early initiations. Once she does indeed get herself to level 2. It's really annoying when she comes to you on lane and then just tosses you
10
backwards.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see now what comes up for the third pick. What's it going to be? Don't know as of yet. They're just going to take some reserve time for this. So not so much from what we can tell. Death Prophet, going back to this hero again. So it's a little bit of a flex hero here. Every now and again. You know, you can play it as... we have seen it around before as a position 4, position 5. Now it's starting to come back into the core again now, the core section. So you can play it yourself as a position 3 or 2. They're taking quite a lot of reserve time. Yeah, Coritiba is
Radiant
about
team
30 seconds left. What do they pick? A Warlock! Okay! Alright, so they're going to pick themselves a Warlock up here. It was, so now considering maybe perhaps that either Marcy or Snapfire potentially a core. Now it's starting to look
10
out to be.
seconds remaining.
Which is interesting, because I myself have not seen that in quite a long while. They tend to
5
be
seconds remaining.
both support heroes. I mean, I remember back in the day where you could play yourself Snapfire mid lane,
Radiant team
which is
pick.
interesting. And what they pick? Oh, it's the best of the spirits. They're going to pick themselves up Void Spirit here on Gorilla's Pride. One of the strongest mid laners here, especially when he gets himself level 6. can just pounce right on top of someone, one of the strongest
10
mid laners
seconds remaining.
in terms of ganking and making a change for your team.
5
So
seconds
definitely
remaining.
not going to be seeing this hero be AFK once he gets himself level 6. He's going to be roaming around those lanes. It's got to be something that Coritiba Esports has got to watch out for. So let's see what they pick up now on Gorilla's Pride, along with the Void
Dire team
Spirit.
pick.
What are they going to pick themselves up? They pick themselves up in Grimstroke. So they've got themselves some even more control. You know, you've got yourself the Overgrowth, you've got yourself the Soulbind here, even a little Aether Remnant, which you can throw out there. It's going to be quite nasty for
10
Coritiba.
seconds
So they
remaining.
don't want to pick a hero. They see all of this control here from Gorilla's Pride.
5
They don't
seconds
want to
remaining.
pick a hero which optimizes
Radiant team
on
banned.
potentially being locked down, anyone with a blink, and they go straight frontliner here. They pit themselves up the Dawnbreaker here.
Holy smokerinos, bros! That was epic!
Love the
Oh,
voice
yeah,
lines.
you
Love the
bros are
voice lines.
owning.
They're spamming them. There we go. As you do.
10 seconds
So we got
remaining.
ourselves Dawnbreaker there with the Solar Guardian. So
5
able to
seconds
actually
remaining.
help a team if they get initiated on here. It's very nice, especially against the Void Spirit, to heal people up if it
Dire
takes you
team
by
banned.
surprise. And the ban's coming further out here. Interesting Spectre ban coming out here. I suppose that would be quite annoying if they weren't able to take that out. And looking at the heroes in Gorilla's Pride right now, they could take that out around about early or middle. But when it gets to the late stage and potentially,
seconds
you know,
remaining.
Blade Mail on Spectre along with a damn a lot of HP, maybe 3k plus,
5
it would be
seconds
quite
remaining.
difficult to take out that
Radiant
hero. So I
team
can
banned.
somewhat understand the Spectre there. As now Juggernaut gets banned out. Very common hero that we've been seeing here and around, even though that one of his abilities was nerfed quite a while ago, which I felt as a
Dire
Juggernaut
team
player. I
banned.
don't know if anyone else did, but that was indeed the
Radiant team
Blade
pick.
Fury Aghanim Shard, which allowed you to actually proc attacks based on your attack speed. Now it's just an attack based on, I think it's around about every 1.25 or 0.75 seconds you proc an attack with the Blade Fury now. So Maelstrom on Juggernaut when using Blade
10
Fury and the Axe Shard.
remaining.
It's pretty much inexistent now. But another hero which
5
I think
seconds remaining.
everyone's seen and wants out of their games right now. I remember it had an 80% pick rate at one point in one of the DPCs. That's going to be Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight banned out here. Gorilla's Pride not going to be able to get that. And in return, interestingly, Gorilla's Pride ban out Sven. So Sven not going to be in here. I don't know if that's a Coritiba special. But it's going to be banned out nonetheless. And they've got quite a little bit of reserve time now, Gorilla's Pride have, to try and evaluate what they want to go for. So what are you thinking here, Gorilla's Pride? You've got yourselves the lockdown, and you've got yourselves the magic nuke damage. All you need yourself is a strong physical carry hero. They indeed pick that, who's going to be around about the mid or late stage of the game. Hopefully Void Spirit will be able to create enough space for the Medusa. It's going to be a Medusa indeed. So obviously, of course, they have massive control here right now.
10 seconds remaining.
And if you get caught within a Stone Gaze along with the Exorcism
5
around and an
seconds remaining.
Overgrowth along with a Soulbind, it does sound quite nasty. I'm not going to lie, it does sound pretty gruesome. So they've definitely got to watch out for that. Oh, Lord Almighty. But now, only a little bit more reserve time for Coritiba. They've got to pick themselves something now. They're under pressure. But they are going to pit themselves a Faceless Void. Okay, so it's nice to actually catch out the hero like Tau, who's now got himself the Void Spirit here. It's very nice indeed if you are able to get off that Chrono. But if you're going to get yourselves a Phantom's Embrace here, which is going to silence you up and all of this lockdown here, you definitely need to hide yourself and only reveal yourself when you have the Chronosphere. You've got to watch out. You've got to land these Chronos. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on Mini's shoulders here to try and use Chrono to the best of their ability. Because if you get yourself silenced or locked down here, You've got to watch out for those lanes as well. Got to pay attention on the map where those heroes are. So it's quite a risky pick, I would say, here, because Faceless Void, if he is silenced, if he is stunned down, he can be taken out quite easily. We'll see nonetheless. They do have themselves Warlock on potentially the safe lane here, so he's going to be able to heal. But I'm interested in what the heck they're going to play mid on Coritiba. I really am. I know we've got ourselves Warlock, Snapfire, Marcy, and Dawnbreaker. Well, we obviously know who the carry is, but I really can't put it in my head quite together of who's going to be the how do I put this? the mid in the off lane. But let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. As now we come in for the game. Oh, it's great to be back into Dota now.
Prepare
As
for battle.
Lincoln Hell, everyone's tipping each other. Oh my lord! Everyone's going to be able to get enough points here to actually apply for another avoid slot with the amount of tips going around here. Everyone's rich.
Living things die.
Yeah, all smoked up right now.
Your anger
Teams
is
are
useless here.
just placing some observer wards, scouting around. How are things looking? Are they going to meet? Oh. And a pause coming out here, so let's see. What can we detect this? So it is going to be a Dawnbreaker middle, right? Okay. So we've got ourselves a Dawnbreaker middle. I think it might be a Snapfire 3, if I'm correct there. Apologies if I'm wrong. It's kind of hard not to have an analyst. You know, you just amateur play-by-play right now. I'll try and not bore you as best of my ability, guys. But I'll try and channel the inner knowings of a 5K player. But yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see how this Snapfire will turn out, because obviously, of course, I don't know if they're going to max Little Shredder against the Medusa, but it might turn out quite nasty. And they only have, I think it's, is it Grimstroke who's going to be on the safe lane, or is it, I would say it would be more, I don't know, neat. We've got ourselves Trient who might go on the off lane, because he does have himself up the Orb of Venom. So I don't know if he's going to be pressuring people on the safe lane with Medusa, or go for the aggressive on the off lane with, of course, the Death Prophet. Or it might be Void Spirit. Yeah, I think it's the Death Prophet on the off lane for sure. Some pauses coming around though. Still got a little bit of time. Oh gosh, everyone's disconnecting here today. Yeah, we know the feeling. We know the feeling of technical difficulties. I'm sure other people do too. He's lagging, packet loss. Yeah, that reminds me of the update that happened when I think Dota released it, and a lot of people seem to have like a lot of throttling on their Dota, which wasn't too nice. But yeah, as I was saying, it'll be really interesting to see how this Snapfire and Marcy combination will turn out, because they do have some very, very differentiated stuns and abilities, you know, like it moves a position of a hero, if you may. That's what I'm saying. So, of course, you've got the Snapfire Cookie, or Cookie, however you like to pronounce it. And then, of course, you've got the Rebound and the Dispose on Marcy. So a lot of abilities which throw heroes around left and right. So can be making some very nice plays there. But still some pauses, jeez. It's very annoying when you don't have yourself some stable internet. I know the feeling. But let's speak about the mid lane here. The mid lane between Coritiba and Gorilla's Pride. So obviously, of course, it's going to be Void Spirit here on the mid lane, but then it's against Dawnbreaker. So I don't know if Dawnbreaker is going to be spamming the Starbreaker ability quite a lot here onto Void. Could actually have quite a bit of an impact, which will actually force him out to use his Dissimulate. That's it. I think I corrected it, yeah. Still got it, still got it, still remember the spells. Yeah. So it would definitely be his Dissimulate there. So maybe forcing out that there with the Starbreaker. And of course the slow down with the Celestial Hammer is quite nasty. So it might be slightly even between both mid laners. I think it might be in a little bit of favour from what I can tell from Dawnbreaker. But we'll see nonetheless. There's now still pauses, guys. Still pauses coming out. I'm running out of things to speak of here. So we spoke about the mid. We spoke about the potential throwings around of these spells of the off lane here. It's pretty much coming into a TEDx talk show right now, which is not what you guys want. I know you're well aware. You just want to see the game go into progress, which indeed I do as well. But it is what it is. Internet issues, unfortunately. And, oh, reconnect. Reconnect, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this will be ready. Coritiba, initiate the ready. And let's go, let's go. We've got it, we're in. The game hasn't started yet. We've still got around about 40 seconds remaining. So we'll see what happens here.
30 seconds to battle.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any contest for the bounty runes as of this moment in time. As both teams, it looks like it's just going to be a fair, decent 2-2 bounty runes here. Nothing much, I don't think is going to happen. As now the horn begins, the horn blows, no more pauses. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as we now come in. There we go. 2-2 bounty runes for either side. There's going to be no skirmishes today between either side, which is actually quite rare. You don't actually haven't seen either team just give itself some respect for quite a while. So yeah, let's see. I'm particularly excited to see how this offlane turns out for Coritiba. So let's go. They've got someone rotating bot here. Sarem. I don't know what he was planning to do there. He's going to rotate himself back top.
Chaos crush.
So I don't think they can apply much pressure here to the Death Prophet, considering you've only got yourself the Warlock and the Faceless Void. It's just going to allow Faceless Void to actually farm aggressively, with thanks to the Shadow Word. But meanwhile, mid lane, let's get those last hits and denies up. Let's see how these mid lanes go. And as you can see there, Starbreaker already being used to try and apply pressure here onto the Void. And Scatter Blast already being worked out here to try and secure the creeps. I'm not going to be able to have much success in applying some combinations here with the Inkswell. But we'll see what happens when they reach level 2. Meanwhile, oh look at this, the Celestial Hammer and the Starbreaker having a big effect here onto Tau. As you can see here, the Starbreaker already being abused here. Going to be calling in a bottle, yes they are. And the Remnant will not connect. Applying very nice pressure here right now. Guts is now going for more, but doesn't have enough mana for a Starbreaker, because that definitely would have been a kill there. As Void has not leveled the Dissimulate just yet, actually putting 2 points here into the Resonant Pulse.
I am very calm right now.
Now the Water Runes will spawn, at least able to bottle that up, and get themselves some more mana. But they're still even in last hits right now. 11-12. It's still okay. As now looking towards Sarem here. He might be bashed here by a big right click there. As the Treant Protector pushing away the Warlock. This is my jungle. Nowhere to go there. But Medusa getting fairly low here. Only level 1 managed it. They could actually potentially go for a kill here. They do want to. As the dispose and the rebound comes out, a few more physical attacks are needed, and the Scatterblast is there. Going to be able to secure the kill. But it is a 1-for-1. They will get the first blood top actually first here. Because I think Warlock was contesting for the creep pull. But actually got punished there by Gorilla's Pride.
That was epic. Heroes are owning.
As you can see, really not having somewhat of a fun time with harassing out this off lane here, because we'll not have the chance with having a Warlock on the lane. It's very hard to do so with things like this. So now, how's it loop bottom again, and already applying some nice harass hit. Might go.
Nothing for you.
Comes up. Oh, they may be going for Snapfire here. Okay, the Inkswell. No mana for the Snapfire cookie, but max charges wand will be able to survive. Could they turn this around? Because there's no mana here on the Grimstroke. Is all maybe blocked in. There's the dispose, and they will find the kill there with thanks to that Scatterblast. Level 2 finds the kill, and it's another kill for this bottom lane. There's both teammates high-fiving each other there. Very happy with that kill. There's what can Warlock do here? Look at this. Treant Protector. Oh. Meanwhile, Void Spirit getting very low here. He's definitely going to have to go back base. Does not have any mana nor HP. The Celestial Hammer attempt. It will not succeed. Meanwhile, bottom. Actually almost trying to find a kill there onto the Snapfire. They almost get it, but not enough was committed. The side of Gorilla's Pride won't find that kill.
Radiant's middle tower.
A lot of action going on in all lanes right now, apart from the top lane. It's fairly passive at the moment, but they're going for more here. Look at this, the dispose and the rebound. They find themselves another kill again, as we spoke about in the draft. This Marcy hero as a position 4. Very, very annoying. Just rebounding and then dispose, which I like to call the suplex. Bringing back a hero, it's very annoying and very hard to play against, especially when you're trying to farm up in the laning stage. You don't want to be thrown into those creeps, because that actually deals some extra damage to you there as well. Some people tend to not realize how much damage the lane creeps actually do to you if you're thrown in the midst of them. You don't notice it because it's a little damage, but it turns out to be quite a bit when you take it into account. There's now the bottle refill, but level 6 acquired now on the Void Spirit. The rest of the teams rotating in here, and ourselves.
For
Donnie,
my coffers.
who does actually able to snatch him up the haste rune. There is some action going on there. Celestial Hammer and the Starbreaker. That might be a kill here onto the Treant Protector. One more physical attack is needed, but the bottle from Tau is able to heal up the Treant, and the deny to the Roshan will cut off the kill for Coritiba, and they won't get anything out of that. Very nicely done there from the Void Spirit. Tau able to heal up the Treant Protector. So then one more physical right click was had, and then the denial, but the Snapfire ultimate able to almost potentially find the kill. They do. They find the most important kill there. Marcy will sacrifice her life, and they will get the kill there on the Medusa. Very well played there. As now, how are things looking for top? How's Mini doing right now? Not that many. A little bit more last hits actually than the Medusa. Medusa's actually getting punished quite a little bit here on the lane. Only power treads at the moment, still wanting to go for that Dragon Lance. There's now They may have...
Radiant's middle tower is
Uh-oh,
under
Snapfire. Got to be careful here. It's now all the silence comes out just onto... Oh, never mind! The Snapfire cookie over the high ground to the low ground. Is this going to be enough to save the Snapfire here? Yes, it is! And they'll find themselves a return kill here also. Maybe 2 kills. The TP comes out. They don't have any cancel there for Yodomi. He will be able to get himself out. And meanwhile, some contest here for the action runes, the power
Dire's
runes.
middle tower is
They'll
under
actually
attack.
spawn top here. Void Spirit's luck is within his reach as he grabs himself the invisibility
Radiant's
rune, and
bottom
now
tower
thinking
is under attack.
his astral steps are charging up here to head himself top with the invisibility rune, but they are aware, they have
Dire's
seen him with the
top tower
observer
is
ward.
under attack.
He's got to be careful. Mini, still here. It's around the trees. I won't go for that there. He'll just move himself to the second camp and not care. Meanwhile, though, they're going on Medusa again. As Medusa not having fun here at all in regards to
Dire's top
trying
tower
to farm
is
up
under
here, but
attack.
now they do commit the exorcism on Gorilla's Pride. Can they find something? Maybe, perhaps, the Void Spirit. Sorry, the Faceless Void. It's the stuns and the silences there, all coming down. Oh, but the Solar Guardian's not enough to allow Faceless Void to use the Time Walk. He will fall there indeed. The Celestial
Tower is
Hammer,
under attack.
pushing the Dawnbreaker forward, will be able to escape. Now they'll focus their attention right now onto the Warlock. Falling very low here indeed, but now the Mortimer's Kiss is coming up. That's a lot of damage there onto the Grimstroke. Grimstroke going to fall there indeed. No cancel for those Mortimer's Kisses. The rebound and the dispose. Is that enough for the Void Spirit? No. Going to be able to dissimulate and use Astral Step to get himself away, but they're still going strong. They want to chase. There's a Celestial Hammer bringing forward, avoiding the Aether Remnants. It's now Faceless Void coming back. There's the Starbreaker. Will be able to find the kill there onto Tau. So at least they're able to get themselves something out of that. This Snapfire 3 turning out to be
Dire's
quite a
bottom
menace
tower
here
is under attack.
on Coritiba.
Dire's
As now,
structures are
maybe
fortified.
perhaps they can defend this middle tower, but they want to go for more. As the rebound, but not able to find the Grimstroke. As Mini opting to go that
Radiant's
Mask of
middle
Madness.
tower is under attack.
Themselves some quick attack
Dire's
speed
top
within the
tower is
Chronosphere.
under attack.
A very, very common item to be picking up there. Just got to be really careful with it when you don't have Chrono. You don't want to be silencing yourself by accident and not be able to use the Time Walk. I'm sure many of us have done that and regretted it. But let's have a look at the net worth now. In regards to the net worth, Death Prophet doing very well here. As actually got themselves a Spirit Vessel. First item. Going for a BKB. See how that one turns up. Oh, there's the rebound and the dispose. Is this going to be enough to find them the kill onto the tree ends? As now the Overgrowth comes out. That's actually going to be a kill there onto the Marcy. Not expecting that. As Heiko will get himself out as quick as humanly possible. Does not want to be staying there any longer. Medusa getting a little bit of space here, just a little bit.
Radiant's top tower is under
Still no
attack.
Dragon Lance as of yet. 300 gold away. Oh, but a smoke from Gorilla's Pride, right, for the Snapfire. The smoke does break. Snapfire is aware, going to be able to use Snapfire Cookie. And the rebound's there. Sorry, the dispose is there. So we're going to bring back Snapfire. Snapfire will still survive. They want to try and find something out of this Coritiba as now the rebound there, right on top of the tree end. Where's the follow-up? They do have themselves Chronosphere. It's now coming forward there with the time lapse. Chrono's ready. Oh, but the Soulbind. The defensive Mortimer's Kiss is coming out now. Will this be enough to take down the tree end? No, tree end's still alive. There's now the Solar Guardian coming in. It's a 5v5. They're going to go for the Marcy. Marcy just able to pounce beyond the high ground, but it's not going to be enough. As it's a killing spree now for the Death Prophet. Death Prophet going forward even further with that Siphon Drain and the Spirit Vessel. Is that enough to take down the Warlock? Yes, it is. It's going to be a double kill for the Death Prophet with a level 1 Exorcism. They're still thinking of something. They want to go for something, but they don't have themselves the Mortimer's Kisses. Chronosphere is available, but I don't think they have themselves enough damage, so Snapfire is indeed going to get themselves back. And Faceless Void just going to take this time now to farm up. But now, finally, Dragon Lance achieved and surpassed the net worth here of the Faceless Void. So Medusa starting to be able to recover. And now look at these stacks. Start taking these. Get back the gold that she lost dramatically here on the bottom lane from the Marcy and Snapfire combination. Nothing's looking top. It's a mid versus mid situation again. 2 levels above Guts against Tau. It's actually quite impressive, and Echo Saber's going to be taken out here. Is able to steal actually a last hit there, but does he get some vengeance because the Ogre Smash. Meanwhile, though, there's going to be a little bit of a gank here from Coritiba. Only able to get it onto the Grimstroke. Oh, the Inkswell. It will connect. And actually have to force Mini to go further. The Snapfire Cookie. Oh, it actually doesn't connect there. So Saram will be forced out to secure that kill, just in case there's escape. So that's a kill for them. Try and force to take the tower now, but Death Prophet is going to respond here. Do they want to defend this? The rest of Coritiba definitely want to try and find themselves the tower. They have themselves the Gobble Up. Sorry, not the Gobble Up. A Blink Dagger on the Snapfire. Mortimer's Kisses are ready with Chronosphere. They've got to watch out how they play. Gorilla's Pride on the defense now. Now, oh, there's the dispose of the rebound. Can they take out the Treant in time? It's now, oh, the Overgrowth comes out just in time as Faceless Void wanted to use the Chrono. Will use the Chrono anyway, along with the Golem as well. It's forced down. That's going to be Treant protected dead, but the Death Prophet right on top of the Snapfire. Snapfire going to be able to get out. No, the Siphon Drain is indeed too strong. They find themselves 2 kills, and Treant will sacrifice his life here for the rest of his team to be able to up themselves within getting those kills. And now it's going to be their aggressive as they go for the tier 1 tower. With this level 1 exorcism, it looks like they may find it, but now Tau coming forward there with the Astral Step and the Aether Remnant. Will this be enough? It's now the Spirit Vessel applied their final physical attack. Will be able to get it there onto the Warlock. And they'll get themselves a tower here also. So, slightly turning around here as we can see. So not able to actually optimize there, that Chrono and the Mortimer's Kisses. With thanks to that big overgrowth there as Faceless Void was jumping in with the Time Walk from the Treant. So that was very good on Gorilla's Pride's behalf. Now opting to go the Shard now on Snapfire, upgrading that Scatterblast. And Medusa now starting to get a little bit out of control here. Starting to heavily recover from the absolute horrific lane that happened on the bottom. Whereas meanwhile, Faceless Void still yet to get himself a Maelstrom here, and he's got himself about 5,500k net worth, which is around about the same as their off lane. Gotta say though, after that one team fight, the Treant's a little bit richer than the Warlock right now. And he's opting to go the Blink Dagger. Only 300 gold away. That's actually going to be kind of nasty if the Treant is able to get himself that item. As they don't have anything to dispel the overgrowth right now. They need themselves these BKBs or dispels at all to try and break out of this. So an early Blink Dagger here on the Treant is going to be nasty. And it just definitely allows Gorilla's Pride to pounce right on top of them and give them some time to have the utmost advantage. There's another pause coming in. I know you guys don't like pauses. It is what it is. We can't do much about it. We can just chat about the games. No problem at all. No problem. It's fine. It's fine. So, oh, okay. Actually, we'd actually just seen something little nice here. So, Guts, I think, is opting here to disassemble his Echo Saber. So he is able to get himself a BKB very fast, as you can see here. He did have the Ogre Axe in here. He's removed it, just put himself in the Mithril Hammer and the BKB recipe. So we'll see how that one turns out. Okay, BKB on the Snapfire. That's what Snapfire is going for right now. We're aware of what indeed the Warlock is going for. But everyone's reconnected back. It's initiate. Go, go, go. Let's see how this turns out.
I am
Finally,
very
we're back in.
calm right now.
As what's it looking like right now? Rotation in here from Void.
I'm really freaking out.
Looking to go the Agnims here to get himself the 2 charges here in the Resonant Pulse. Able to apply Silence, which is very, very nasty, particularly against Faceless Void. He definitely does not like that. Well, whilst we're at it, whilst there's not quite much going on, let's have a look at the graphs right now. So, at the moment, 72% win probability. On the side of Gorilla's Pride here, it's slowly increased ever since of the unsuccessful initiations here with the Chronosphere right now. And that's all because with thanks to the Treant Protector with that Overgrowth. So hopefully, they'll be able to have the great initiations from here on out, Coritiba, to actually get themselves a very nice Chronosphere here and a good initiation. Maybe perhaps to burst down the Treant or catch them off guard without Treant being around that region. But he does have himself that Blink Dagger now. He's controlling the lane here with that Nature's Grasp. I think it's the Nature's Grasp. Yes, it is. But, oh, look at this. They're all gripping up. Maybe perhaps they want to go for a smoke. As yet, the smoke is ready. It's deployed on the Treant. They're going to find themselves something cheeky here. As indeed all grouped up, maybe perhaps wanting to go within the triangle. Marcy will be in the firing line of this initiation. Never mind, Blink Dagger used there. They're actually going to head for the triangle instead, not wanting to go for Marcy. Oh, but they're actually aware. It's now the Overgrowth there coming out, along with the Exorcism and the insane nuke damage there onto the Dawnbreaker. That's Dawnbreaker dead, along with the Marcy. So a successful initiation there with the Smoke of Deceit from Gorilla's Pride will allow them to get 2 kills, possibly 3. As Faceless Void has indeed got to watch out. He will commit that Time Walk there. But I think he wants to defend this. He still has himself the Chronosphere. But there's nowhere to be seen. Snapfire is quite far away, so they can't utilise that combination. But there is a TP. Maybe perhaps they're going to commit for it. Yes, they are. Let's see if Mini can pull this off. Tower's going to die. Oh no, the Chrono! It won't connect! Oh dear, and the tips come out. Mini not going to be able to land that Chrono. Very unfortunate there. If they were able to get that, definitely, I think, would have been a death on the Death Prophet. And this, I think, is definitely going to be a BKB now. So I don't know if they're going to get that same opportunity again. As the recipe is coming. BKB now on Death Prophet. They do have themselves a smoke ready. I don't know if they're going to be wanting to use that with Chronosphere down. And that's the thing about Coritiba. They have themselves some very high cooldowns here on their ultimates, which they really need to land successfully in order to have an impact within this game. You got yourself the Chronosphere. It's around about 2 minutes almost there. And you've got yourselves the Mortimer's Kisses as well. And that's around about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes there. And then you've also got yourself the Warlock Golem, which is only being used once at the moment. It's they've really got to land these spells successfully, and there's a difference compared to Gorilla's Pride here because they've just been able to use themselves the Nature's Grasp. That's not the Nature's Grasp, sorry, the Overgrowth. That's around about it, and that's had such a massive effect. And they're still able to further save their other spells, such as Soulbind, which can have a big effect on the Faceless Void as well. This is why I said this hero was risky to pick up. You know, you've got yourself the Silence, the Overgrowth. You definitely need yourself BKB here, possibly even a Manta style to break out of all of these lockdowns. Because, as you know, Overgrowth, I think that pierces through BKB. Yes, it does. So there's all these things to consider. Well, that was their plan anyway, to try and scale it out here and combinize it. I don't even know if that's a word. Combine it with the Mortimer's Kisses. Oh, rebound. Just utilise there. The team's actually somewhat respecting each other here. Even though it's slightly in the favour here of Gorilla's Pride. Still really respecting here this Chronosphere, because they make one sudden move and they get themselves 3 within a Chrono, possibly some of their cores. It could possibly turn the fight around. But there is a problem with going onto Death Prophet, for example, because now she does have a BKB. So if they're not able to burst her within a Chrono, she can activate BKB, use Siphon Drain, and considering that's level 4, I think you all know how nasty Siphon Drain is, and it can heal yourself back up very, very well. I mean, 4 charges. Because now they're actually going to try and go for a kill here onto the Warlock, as the Inkswell will connect. Along with that Siphon Drain, they're melting down Warlock slowly over time. It's going to be a monster kill here for the Death Prophet. They still want to go for something here. Ready. They have themselves some vision here on this Observer Ward. They know Void Spirit's hanging around here, as now they go for the Chrono. There's the Mortimer's Kisses. They will be able to find that mid lane. Take it out. Could they potentially go for more? The Mortimer's Kisses does actually scout out the Death Prophet there, but she'll scuttle on underneath that tier 1 tower, so they're not going to pursue that. BKB and the Echo Saber now achieved here onto Dawnbreaker, so they are starting to get their items now on Coritiba. So it's not all bad. They get themselves a pick off here onto the mid lane as well. It's looking like pretty nice. And Void coming out there with the Smokerino's voice line. As you know, he did get canked there with the Chrono. Feeling that death. Not happy about that. And what's the plan now? For Gorilla's Pride. They're actually going to head themselves into the Roshan. Very nice choice here. You mean they don't have themselves the Mortimer's Kisses, they don't have themselves the Chrono. They're going to go in that, and meanwhile Medusa is about to finish an Eye of Skadi quite soon. So really, really recovered here, as you can see in the net worth. 13k net worth. From what was an abysmal lane. Now appears Medusa's had an absolute swell great at the time. So now the Aegis within her hands now is very strong. No pun intended. I did not mean for that to slightly rhyme. But Blatant Dagger now coming here on the Death Prophet as well. So I'll be able to stay right on top of these heroes here and have a great effect with the initiation of the Exorcism. So we'll see how this one turns out. And a Desolator being opting to go. Look at those crit damages there from the Starbreak. It's absolutely huge.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Now the pressure for the tier 2 tower begins. Eye of Skadi on the way for now. As there it is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Eye of
attack.
Skadi achieved.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're just going to take it with ease. I want to contest right now. I mean, Chronosphere is still down. It's back within 10 seconds and still no BKB at the moment for this Void.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So now, rotation TP's coming out here. I think they were looking to stop the pressure here of the tier 2. They will do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Slowly but surely, they need to provide some time for this Faceless to get himself this BKB. If he's able to get this, then he will be able to have a better chance at landing this Chrono. Won't be fearing the overgrowth here because he's able to dispel that with a BKB. The only thing that could potentially be even worse than that is once he activates that, then getting leashed to another teammate as he uses Chronosphere. Because if he's leashed by the Soulbind, and he may have locked a teammate within a Chrono and tries to get to the other side, he wouldn't be able to hit them. Well, we'll see how this turns out anyway. He still hasn't got that BKB. But we do have ourselves an Aghanim's now on the Void Spirit. So we're able to apply a silence, and this is why Faceless Void really needs that BKB. Because as soon as he gets jumped on by Gorilla's Pride, it's pretty much endgame for him. So all he can do right now is just try and farm up this BKB. He's got about 1,000 gold remaining. And they know this. They're aware of this. Coritiba are. Meanwhile, though, Tau goes for the aggressive here. Tries to catch someone there with the Aether Remnant. Will not be able to get that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So now, how's it look? Oh, they're actually applying some pressure bottom. So now, we'll try and farm the triangle here as Gorilla's Pride aims to clean up one last outside objective here and then it's just going to be all the tier 3s here exposed for the siege. But it's still some space nonetheless, and now they've got themselves a Blink Dagger on Medusa here also. This could be massive. If they're able to get themselves off a overgrowth here, and Medusa blinks right into the middle of that with a Stone Gaze, it could be devastating.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has
As
fallen.
now they're ready. With the Aegis, they're going to go towards the high ground. Only Marcy and the Snapfire sit beyond this high ground. Still, oh, we've got ourselves a BKB recipe on the Faceless. As now the siege begins. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on this Aegis. So they still have some time, Gorilla's Pride. What are they going to do? They're going to group up. Faceless forward. BKB ready. Chronosphere. But they're aware of this now, Gorilla's Pride. They're spacing out ready. Rebound them to dispose there. They're not going to fall for that trap, but Void's going to come forward anyway. Try and find the Marcy. Will be able to find it there with the Astral Step. And now the Multiple Kiss is coming out. That will be a definite kill there indeed onto the Void Spirit. They will find one, but BKB has indeed been committed. That with the Soulbind there, though, in return. And they still have an Overgrowth ready on the Treant Protector. They've got to really be careful. The blink forward there from the Death Prophet, along with the Overgrowth also locking in place the Faceless Void, along with that Silence also not able to use that Time Walk and not able to get out. There's now Medusa there blinking forward with that Eye of Skadi effect on the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker dead. There's no buyback here for the Faceless Void. They're going to have to let this set of racks go. Not what they wanted there, but a beautiful Overgrowth from the side of Gorilla's Pride. That is definitely what they wanted there. Able to lock in place all of those heroes, and even with that Solar Guardian, not able to heal up the rest of the team. And it was partially thanks to the Spirit Vessel applied there as well from the Death Prophet. Actually, they do actually get themselves back. You're just going to expire here. They're still in this game, though, somewhat, Coritiba. They've just got to make sure to land themselves these abilities. They haven't had the chance yet. Gorilla's Pride are not giving them that chance.
But I'm worth so much more.
As now they head on now to spread out between the map. Try and get themselves some more farm. Meanwhile, Tau is going to opt to go a Aeon Disc here, which I can wholeheartedly agree is a nice choice. Especially with this threatening aura of the Chronosphere and the Mortimer's Kisses. It's either one of those spells which kills him every time. But they're going to smoke up again. They have Mortimer's Kisses and Chronosphere ready. They're opting with the smoke.
Are scanning.
Try and find themselves, but they don't have themselves any vision. So they're just going to secure this jungle for this time. Marcy capture the outpost there. Some extra experience for the team. As BKB achieve Snapfire opting to go a Daedalus here. Quite interesting one here. Will he have be able to have enough damage to actually output that? Not sure whether you'd want to go something like a an MKB here, but eventually will get that talent where indeed you do have the Little Shredder uses your attack damage, so I can possibly see why though. This may be Gorilla's Pride trying to play it safely now here. We do have ourselves a Daedalus very soon onto Medusa also, so going to be able to mount down this Faceless Void a lot faster if they are able to get themselves off the Soulbind and the Overgrowth. They're playing really well around these spells right now, Gorilla's Pride are. And it's really having effect. Still not able to use this. I've only seen this Golem placed down once at the moment.
New treasures.
And as we said about successful spells, they really need to get these off. Because these are their big spells on these heroes. It's what their big impacts are. If they're not able to get them off, it's just really, really difficult. As there it is. Daedalus. Now on the Medusa. As maybe perhaps they might wait out the Roshan, because Roshan may have a chance of spawning early. We'll be back in around about 10 seconds here. As they got themselves the shard now onto Faceless Void also. So does have himself that extra range with the Time Warp, which is really, really beneficial on landing a Chronosphere. And yep, see it, there it is. He's opting to go that Mad Style because he knows, even if he uses BKB, there's a massive chance that they still have themselves Overgrowth, and he definitely needs to dispel that along with these silences also. So I wouldn't be surprised if he even went Satanic as well, as now they're actually going to jump on him. BKB has been able to get activated there, along with the Overgrowth as well. That will lock Faceless Void in place. Is he going to be able to use his jump? No, he's not, because of the Soulbind. As Medusa just able to clean up there with that Daedalus. He does have himself the buyback. They do lose the Dawnbreaker here as well. Is now Marcy going to try and TP out, but all the Ink Swells there is able to connect. They find 3 on the side of Gorilla's Pride, possibly 4 as now the Astral Step coming in along with the April Remnant, and the Dissemblate. Goodbye, Warlock. As now they head for the middle set of racks. As the tier 3 tower indeed falls there. Now let's see if they're able to take this with ease. They still have Chronosphere available and the buyback. They may be potentially going for tier 4s. As, oh, look at this Dawnbreaker blinking forward there, but the blink coming out from Heiko. Very quick reactions there. Will not be caught by the Death Prophet. I think I may have said one of those names off the back. But they will set out to try and take these last set of racks. Gorilla's Pride. Are they going to respond with anything? Coritiba. Mortimer's Kisses. They do indeed come out. That will actually force the rest of Gorilla's Pride back, apart from Medusa, who's sitting and dwelling within those Mortimer's Kisses. Not a care in the world with thanks to that Mana Shield, and they will secure themselves the Mega Creeps now. So Mega Creeps are indeed available. There's Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger on Marcy, I don't know what they can achieve with this, to be honest. Because now Mega Creeps have come out. I don't even know if they can even clear Mega Creeps right now. It's really hard for them too. And this is going to put Faceless Void in front of the firing line. So obviously, of course, he wants to push this wave back with all these Mega Creeps coming out. But then that's just going to let him just get potentially initiated on. It's quite scary stuff. But, I mean, they are in Roshan right now. Can they optimize something with this? Oh, he's being caught out. The silence along with the Overgrowth as well. That is going to be Faceless Void and the Marcy dead. BKB committed here, but the Aeon Disc will indeed break, but still going to be melted down heavily by this Daedalus. Goodbye, the Dawnbreaker. That is 3 dead. They call GG on the side of Coritiba. There's no coming back from this at all whatsoever. As Gorilla's Pride hit back with a strong game 1. Beautiful stuff there from Gorilla's Pride, but there's still more to come with that best of 3. So playing it very, very nicely there indeed with the very, very nice Overgrowth and the Soulbind there, as you could tell from the Grimstroke and the Treant Protector. These were insanely great spells here, which Gorilla's Pride were just able to snowball off here. Obviously, of course, with the Medusa blinking in there and able to get that damage in absolutely on time before they even have a chance to get out of Overgrowth or the Soulbind. Absolutely great there from Gorilla's Pride. It just wasn't Coritiba's game there, especially with their spells, not able to optimize them there. Gorilla's Pride were right on top of their heads there, especially with the initiations. Not a chance, but Coritiba Esports do have a chance to bring this back. So indeed, it is going to be 1-0 for Gorilla's Pride here, but will they be able to come out on top? Oh, I'm not sure, but stay with me, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to be finding out very soon. We'll be back in just a short moment. Don't go anywhere.